Very good morning to all of you. Dear student, today we will learn rules of debit and credit. And student, this is a very important concept because full accountancy is depend on the rules of debit and credit. And you should learn rules of debit and credit, and you should understand also what is the concept of debit and credit. Dear student, debit and credit is a name of accountancy. Debit and credit is the name given by accountancy. अगर सिंपल शब्दों में समझाया जाए तो अकाउंटेंसी के दिए हुए सिर्फ दो नाम हैं, डेबिट एंड क्रेडिट. अब कौन सी चीज़ डेबिट होगी और कौन सी चीज़ क्रेडिट होगी, ये हमें टाइप्स ऑफ अकाउंट से पता चलेगा. नाउ वी विल कम ऑन द टाइप्स ऑफ अकाउंट. डियर स्टूडेंट, देयर आर द थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ अकाउंट according to traditional approach. Number one is a personal account, number second is a real account, and number third is a nominal account. There are the three types of account, and in which the rule debit or credit is available. Personal account says that receivers are debit and givers are credit. Dear student, receivers are debit and givers are credit. What is meaning of receiver here and what is the meaning of giver? Dear student, in the personal account says if in the business credit dealings and transactions is doing. Credit means उधार. अगर बिजनेस के अंदर कोई भी उधार डीलिंग या ट्रांजेक्शन हो रही है तो सामने वाले बंदे का नाम याद रखना बड़ा ज़रूरी हो जाता है. दिस अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग दैट वी शुड लर्न, रिमेंबर द नेम ऑफ द थर्ड पार्टी. देन अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस, रिसीवर्स आर डेबिट. रिसीवर्स, yes student, if we are purchasing, if our company, our business is purchasing something on the credit basis, उधार हम खरीद रहे हैं, we are purchasing on credit basis, then definitely सामने वाला बंदा giver होगा in that situation. If we are selling something तो सामने वाला बंदा receiver होने वाला है. बट रिसीवर गिवर हमें तभी ध्यान रखना है अगर डीलिंग उधार है. इफ़ द डीलिंग इज़ क्रेडिट, ओनली द रिसीवर एंड गिवर रूल्स विल कम, अदरवाइज देयर इज़ नो नीड ऑफ रिसीवर एंड गिवर. Receivers are debit and giver are credit. My dear student, we have to learn these rules. But why receiver is debit and why giver is credit? Dear student, I want to tell you that this is not the scientific rules. This is a creative rules, and these rules are created by Lucas Pacioli. So this is a creative rules. This is a art rules. So definitely there is no reason, but you have to learn that receivers are debit and givers are credit. Number second is a real account. Real account related to the assets. Assets, yes dear student, already we have explained in the second chapter what is assets. Assets are the valuable things like machinery, building, and etc. Real account related to the assets, and real account says what comes in. What comes in? Yes, कुछ जो भी बिजनेस के अंदर आ रहा है, it will be debit, and what goes out, जो जा रहा है, it should be credit. And we have to learn, dear student, what comes in. It means if you are purchasing the machinery, then machinery is asset and machinery is coming the business, then we will debit the machinery. And if we are selling the machinery, definitely machinery goes out, machinery is asset and asset goes out. In that situation हमें मशीन को क्रेडिट करना पड़ेगा. तो रियल अकाउंट रिलेटेड टू द एसेट्स and what comes in debit and what goes out credit. There are the two rules only, and there's a simple rule that what comes in debit and what goes out debit. जो बिजनेस के अंदर आया है डेबिट कर दीजिए, और जो चीज़ बिजनेस के पास से जा रही है, एसेट बिजनेस के पास से जा रही है, उसे आप क्रेडिट कर दीजिए. दिस इज सिंपल रूल्स. नंबर थर्ड इज अ नॉमिनल अकाउंट. नॉमिनल अकाउंट सेज डेट उधार के लिए हो गया रिसीवर गिवर, हमने किसी इंसान के नाम भी याद रख लिए. व्हाट कम्स इन व्हाट गोज आउट, एसेट्स के लिए भी रूल्स हो चुके हैं. बट इन द बिजनेस देयर आर द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, एक्सपेंसेस एंड लॉसेस, इनकम्स एंड प्रॉफिट्स. तो उनके लिए क्या रूल्स हैं? दीज रूल्स आर अवेलेबल इन द नॉमिनल अकाउंट, एंड नॉमिनल अकाउंट सेज ऑल एक्सपेंसेस एंड लॉसेस डेबिट एंड ऑल इनकम्स एंड प्रॉफिट्स आर क्रेडिट. जितने भी हमारे एक्सपेंसेस और लॉसेस होंगे डेबिट होंगे, और जो हमारे इनकम एंड प्रॉफिट होंगे डेफिनेटली वो हमारे क्रेडिट होंगे. माय डियर स्टूडेंट, व्हाट्स द डिफरेंस बिटवीन एक्सपेंसेस एंड लॉसेस? Expenses means if you are purchasing something, but dear student, remember that it should not be assets. It should not be assets. It means suppose you are purchasing a machinery, so machinery is an asset. But if you are purchasing a bread from the market, butter from the market, and we can say soap from the market, if you are purchasing, so definitely these items will be consumed and it will be finished. But if you are purchasing machinery, so it will not be consumed and it will not be finished. So this is the asset. But जो भी आइटम आप खरीदते हैं और वो आपको लगता है कंज्यूम्ड हो गए, यूज़ हो गए, ख़त्म हो जाएंगे, ठीक है, that is called expenses. Suppose you are purchasing a pen, pencil, so definitely you will consume the pen and pen will be finished. It is the expenses. It will count the expenses. And losses means it is which is not certain. Suppose loss by fire. आग लग गई और उससे हमें नुकसान हो गया, लॉस बाय फायर. लॉस बाय थ्रेफ्ट, चोरी हो गई, उससे हमें नुकसान हो गया. So it is not certain, it is uncertain. But expenses is a certain things, because if you're purchasing a pen, so you know very well about it that this pen cost is 10 रुपीज़. लेकिन अगर आपके 100 रुपये खो रहे हैं तो आपको नहीं पता होगा कि 100 रुपये खोएंगे या 10 रुपये खोएंगे. इट्स मीन लॉस इज अनसर्टेन. लॉस बाय फायर, आपको नहीं पता कितने रुपये का सामान चलेगा. लॉस बाय थ्रेफ्ट, आपको नहीं पता कितने रुपये की चोरी होगी. इट इज़ अनसर्टेन थिंग एंड दिस इज़ अ लॉस लाइक दिस. बट यू हैव टू, डियर स्टूडेंट, all expenses and losses are debit. This is a rule in the nominal account and we have to learn. Next is all incomes and profits are credit. Income, yes dear student, income we can say that if we are giving the service and after giving the service if we are receiving something, so definitely we can say this is a income. Next is a profit is an uncertain thing. That's why in the business we calculate the profit and loss, because we don't know about it that how much profit we will earn. So profit is uncertain thing. Then if all the incomes and profit are credit, so nominal account gives the two rules. Nominal account gives the two rules: all expenses and losses are debit and all incomes and profits are credit. Student, if you read the 3 and 4 times, it will be learn, I think, and you have to learn, because full accountancy is depend on these rules. So definitely these rules should be learned. After learning these rules, we will be able to do the next chapters. But in the modern concept of accountancy says that assets are the debit and liabilities are credits. Assets, in the second chapter we have discussed, assets are the valuable things, and there are the fixed assets, current assets. Liabilities are the responsibility which is due but not paid. And we have to learn. Modern approach says assets are debit and liabilities are credit. My dear student, there is 8 rules of debit and credit: 2 in personal account, 2 in real account, 2 in nominal account, and 2 according to the modern approach. There are the total 8 rules of debit and credit. So you have to learn these rules. If you will learn these rules, then accountancy will be simple, because full accountancy is depend on these rules. Thank you very much, dear student. I hope you understood. God bless you.